My meditation visions for this collective was very confusing. I first saw what I thought to be a fish. I don't know if they're called angelfish, the ones with the very beautiful like tail fins, especially in the movie Fantasia, where like they're swimming around and like the tail can go over the eyes, and just very pretty, very like veil-like. I believe I saw a mushroom, and then I saw what I think to be as a flower, and it just kept changing. And I even asked, like, make it clear, please make it clear. And then I saw what I think was an elephant, but the eyes were also kind of far apart, so it made me think about a fish again. Now that I'm thinking about it, the oracle deck that I chose to go along with this tarot is not really an oracle deck. It's actually called Night School. Fish, a group of them, they're called a school of fish. Maybe you're in school, maybe you're learning something. You're learning connections, connecting with a lot of people. Mushrooms also have lots of spores. I watched a documentary once. I learned, again, school, you're learning something. I learned how mushrooms, their underground network covers a large portion of landmass that we can't even see. And then flowers, again, spores. And then elephants, memory. But elephants are also good creatures, good, kind-hearted creatures. And then the two channeled songs for this reading is Best Friend by Doja Cat and Thot Shit by Megan Thee Stallion. It's like, what? Not only are you learning things and committing things to memory, but you're networking, you are expanding, you're probably walking into a lot of connections. You're probably having long-lasting, meaningful connections too. Let's see what the tarot has to say. We'll see if my visions fail me this time, because this one was just weird. Seven of Wands in the reversal. This indicates giving up, defeat, overwhelm, because in its upright, the Seven of Wands is a very hardworking card. Very hardworking through many obstacles. But in the Seven of Cups, or Seven of Cups, in the reversal, it gives the feeling like these obstacles, these situations, these things that you are like working against, they're kind of winning. Your morale is going down. Whatever you're battling, whatever you're up against, I feel like you're giving in. You're allowing those things to defeat you. And I feel like this, especially with my vision, even if you feel defeated, you can still learn, you can still rise above, and you've got people around you to help you. Or it could also mean, like, don't let these setbacks get you down, because failures are not defeats. Failures are learning experiences, so that way you know how to tackle the situation differently the next go around. It's also giving me the sense of like a boxer in the ring. You're going round after round after round, and there are some boxers that, like, even if the odds seem stacked against them, they can make a comeback if they can keep going, if they can keep standing, and if they can kind of learn from the hits they took in the prior rounds to move differently in future rounds. We've got the Eight of Cups in the sideways. Now the Eight of Cups in the upright typically represents walking away, going inside, thinking with introspection, and through that introspection realizing that you have to withdraw from certain situations because it's not serving you. in its reverse, you're aimless, you have a fear of abandonment, you don't necessarily want to walk away because you have some type of fear mindset going on, and that's keeping you like stuck with this in its sideways. You understand that you've taken one too many hits and things are like your morale, your hope, it's starting to look a little bleak. You understand that you can walk away, and you're probably starting to see certain situations where like you can step back to reassess, especially if you have to actually pull back. But again, with that slight abandonment fear, you might be worried that if this is like a project, a job, a friendship, a relationship, a family connection, if it's anything like that where you've actually invested time into, it can make sense why you don't exactly want to leave it behind, because you've put in all that work only to be pushed against the ropes and to feel like, well, what am I going to do now? I don't want to leave, but I don't necessarily like it here. I feel like you need to look inside a bit more, because there are two different ways you can approach this situation. If the thing that you're putting in a lot of work into is worthy and you see it actually going long term, then you either need to look inside more and walk away from the hopelessness, or you need to walk away from the whole situation altogether. It's one of the two. You either need to walk away from your mindset or walk away from the thing itself. I think that also might be what you're learning. Like, you're learning your limits. You might also be learning what connections around you will actually go the mile with you. 555 on the clock as I say that, which is very indicative of change. So yes, not everyone has the capability to go the whole way. Oh, and then we have the two cards exactly what I needed or wanted. We have the Three of Cups in the reversal, and then we have Temperance in the upright, followed by Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so the Three of Cups in the upright, it normally represents friendship, community, party, celebration, indulgence. In its reversal, however, it represents overindulgence, gossip, infidelity, disintegrating bonds, and isolation. Now, this really does go hand in hand with the school of fish, the mushroom, the flowers, the elephant, and even the songs that I've channeled, Best Friend and Thot shit. So this is telling me that exactly what I was saying earlier about the possible friendships. Like, maybe you're learning who to stick around you, because some people might be gossiping behind you, some people might be showing their true colors, as in they're not really good people, good friends, supportive friends. They don't really have your back. You could also just be overindulging in spaces and places where you're not actually valued and celebrated, and you're learning the difference between fighting for something worthy and putting in hard work and essentially putting in effort into something that is just fruitless. It's a fruitless endeavor. And I love this because we have the Temperance out in the upright. Now look at this Temperance card. Look at this. That's peace, ease, enjoyment. And oh, look at that. There are fishies. There's fishies in that glass. Little school of fish. You're just enjoying yourself. This Three of Cups, I did say that it means isolation also. But there's a difference between being isolated from people and enjoying your peace. I think that's also what you're learning too. You're learning that because the bottom of the freaking deck, and I love this reading. I love this reading for you. The Queen of freaking Swords. The Queen of freaking Swords is boundaries, which is, this is the queen who won't take any shit. You can't play with this queen. You can't pull wool over her eyes. You can't put her into a position that she doesn't want to be in. She's the Queen of freaking Swords. Look at her. She's riding on a freaking butterfly. All these flowers around her too. Oh my God. And this Eight of Cups, mushrooms. So we have fish, we have mushrooms, and we have flowers. And that's everything I saw in my vision. Fish, mushroom, flowers. Now the only thing I don't see is an elephant. I don't see the elephant because the elephant has good memory. Now that you're learning the lesson, you're going to commit this lesson to memory. You are the elephant. You're the elephant in the room. You're the elephant in the room. That makes so much sense. So, if you are around people that are making snarky comments or making you feel like you're not good enough, or they're just presenting this front of a friendship, this front of a connection, well, lay down that freaking sword. I don't mean put it down. I mean actual draw the line in the sand with that sword and be like, no, you can't do this. No. Which is funny because underneath the Queen of Swords is the Six of Swords, which is walking away. You are walking away from these unsavory situations. Good for you. Good for you. I like this. I really like this for you. You've been through a lot. You've probably put up with a lot. And you've just finally learned, like, no, it's easier and it's better being peaceful in your own company, or in more peaceful, balanced company, than it is being in a group of party people that are partying for all the wrong reasons. So let's see what this Night School deck has to say. Let's see what it's going to teach you. Ooh. So we have Create a Collage, which is the first card to come out. And this says, gather photos and illustrations that evoke the sensations you feel as you step into the night. Which makes sense because Best Friend and Thot shit are both like party, night scene, city songs. Very dancey, going to the club songs. It says, include whatever images, symbols, glyphs, doodles, and even objects that bring you into alignment with the night's energy. It doesn't have to be the night. If you're not really a night person, you can very much do any collage you want. But I think this is asking you to utilize your peaceful alone time and create, this is technically a vision board. Create a vision board of what you want, or what you want your nightlife to look like, especially since we got this Three of Cups celebration with partying with people. Like, what does an actual like fun party look like to you? Maybe do something fun and create a collage. Do something creative, if you want to, of course. It's a fun idea. Why not? Why not? And then we have Aquarius energy. Friendly, outgoing, visionary, revolutionary, radical, and expressive of personal uniqueness. I feel that's you. I feel like these are the types of energies that you're looking for. These are the types of energies that you're drawing the boundaries against these gossipy, behind the back, like partying for the wrong reasons kinds of people, and you're looking for more friendly, more genuine people. What else? 2 more cards, please. Oop, one fell out onto the floor. We have connect. And what did I say? Like you want to build more meaningful connections. So this one says, build a connection with a plant, animal, crystal, or even one of your ancestors by giving it a voice through free writing. Let your hand flow across the page, writing whatever comes to you. Write first, interpret later. Trust that you're not making it up. Connect. So it's not just you building connections with other people, it's also connecting with yourself, connecting with, in all honesty, these tarot readings, they are spirits, ancestors, universe, guides, all of these things communicating to us. So this is asking you, communicate with them. Right now they're communicating to you. Return the favor. Communicate with them while you're building all of this too. I know it seems lofty, there are a lot of things to do, but you got this. You got this. One more card for the collective. I like this. Last card for you, which is alchemy. The step-by-step process used in alchemy is incredibly helpful for sorting everyday dilemmas. Step 1, separate. Step 2, purify. Step 3, bring it all back together. Bring it all back together, the collage and the connection. How could you use this process as a problem-solving tool? It can't get much simpler than that. It's literally giving you a rundown of everything that it's told you to do, or everything that you're in the process of currently doing. And then bottom of the deck, unleash your senses. What do you smell standing under the night sky? Is it strange to be sniffing the night? Unleash your senses. This is asking you to enjoy everything. When you take some time and bring yourself into balance, it's not just about centering yourself, it's also about becoming one with everything all over again. Because in reality, we all are connected to each other. The plants, the wind, the sky, the animals, the sun rays, the ground beneath our feet, everything. And balance is one piece of that puzzle. Your senses enable you to connect to all the pieces. So unleash your senses and connect with everything, with the world. That will help you come into balance. I love this for you. And as I say that, the card right underneath is Libra, which is the balance zodiac sign with the scales. So doubling down, because that's very much like the temperance. You are learning the spaces and places that are healthy for you versus the spaces and places that are toxic for you. And you're learning what your own energy is like alone, in peace. I love this for you. I hope this resonated with you, and if you would like a personal reading with me, you can go to the link tree in my bio. Until next time, bye.